To your October readings for October 2016. Of course, this month I'm doing things a little bit differently. I have to do these readings. I'm going to try doing this live, and then I'm going to do all 12 signs in one video. I am moving, so I don't have a ton of time, and that's why I decided to try this live. And then, of course, it will automatically be up on my channel. And also I'm going to be taking down all the timestamps so that I can timestamp where everybody's sign is. So if you give me a little bit of time after this video does go up on the channel, I will have all the signs time-stamped, and I will have everything up there so everybody can see exactly what's going on and get to their signs and things like that. So that's why I'm doing this. Like I said, I am moving, so time is very limited. And again, in just a few days, I'll be leaving. So again, that's why I have to do this video and try to do all the 12 signs all at once. It's just going to be a little bit easier for me. I promise next month for November, we'll be back to the regular old, longer monthly readings. But that's that. Also, if you're coming here, if you're looking for more awesome readers, I started a site called astrojar.com. And on astrojar.com, we had a couple of hiccups, of course, because I built that site during the retrograde, so there are all sorts of issues. Luckily, we have fixed a lot of those issues. We've got some readers up, and again, if you don't see your favorite reader on AstroJar, just know that we are adding a bunch more people. We're just waiting for them to get their playlist set up and some other things, so chances are you will be seeing more people show up on that site, so just be aware of that. But again, it is taking just a little bit of time because of some classic technical issues and things like that that usually happen during a retrograde. Again, I have no clue why I decided to build it during a retrograde and things like that. And hello to everybody saying hi to me right now. Yes, hello, and thank you for joining us live as well. But let's get started. I'm going to stop wasting time now. Let's get started with Aries, of course. Let's see what is going on with Aries. And let me just write down the time here so we can kind of guess when they're going to be in there. But Aries, let's see what's going on for you this month, the month of October. And let's see what comes up this month and what are going to be the main themes for you. So this month looks good for you Aries out there. Let's see here. And Aries, you start off with the Four of Spades. So Four of Spades is a great card of recovery, and it's a great card of things recovering in your life and things getting better for you in a lot of ways. It is a card of improvements and seeing improvements and things like that. Mostly a card of recovery. And just based off of a couple other cards that you have here, I would say for most of you Aries, what is going to be improving is your health. And things in the area of health could be improving for you a lot this month as well. So definitely focus on that. For a small percentage of you, I am getting that you could be seeing improvements in other areas as well. Getting noticed is something that's coming up as well. It is definitely a message that's coming up, is that getting noticed or being noticed or something along those lines, more is going to be coming up for you. I think that's going to be happening for you, Aries, in the area of love and work. Both areas is where you'll start to see more attention, it seems like, in your life. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs. So again, if you are trying to move forward on some things, you might feel a little bit blocked, especially coming off of September, but it looks like that's going to clear up very quickly, actually, as well. Eight of Clubs is just a card of education and learning a way to do things differently. So again, I'm reading for Aries at the moment. For you Aries out there, just maybe learning something or getting a little bit of new knowledge or trying to gather knowledge in a different way will help you out a lot this month. So I would definitely encourage you to gain some education around, again, areas where maybe you're stuck or you're struggling a little bit. Maybe just learning something a little bit extra will kind of help you out this month. So education is definitely coming up. Next for Aries, you have the Nine of Hearts. Nine of Hearts is a card of wishes, very similar to the Nine of Cups in the Tarot. It's almost exactly the same card. I mean, it's just a wish card, getting something you wish for and seeing something you want to have happen in your life. It can be a love card as well, and definitely a love could be on the table for some of you Aries this month, I would say. There's definitely the opportunity for love, I would say. Maybe not so maybe not like guaranteed love for Aries, but definitely the opportunity. Nines to me in the deck represent opportunities and chances to do things, chances for something to come up for you, or for something to come in for you even. But again, you kind of have to make those things happen. Nine of Hearts, card of socializing as well. So again, if you're looking for love, making sure to socialize and things like that would probably be a good idea for Aries. Definitely get out there and do that. Next, and sorry, my phone is ringing. I'm going to turn that off. But next we have the Queen of Hearts. And Queen of Hearts is definitely a card of more love and more nurturing opening up to you as well. And so that's good. And it's also a card of being maybe a little bit less lazy. I wouldn't say lazy, but yeah, I mean, maybe Aries needs to be a little bit less lazy this month or something, but it's still a good card. And it can be a card of falling into a comfort zone because things are going well for you in a lot of ways. So, definitely keep the momentum going. And if things are improving in your life, just keep that going. Don't fall into that, like, laziness thing where you start to become complacent and things like that. So definitely keep pushing there. Next, you have the Nine of Clubs. Nine of Clubs is another great card, and it's a card of opportunities. Again, it feels like a great month of opportunities for Aries, a bunch of opportunities to do things and get things going and have, different things happening for you. Also a great card of education, so definitely do that. And no, I haven't done Sagittarius yet. There's going to be a little bit of delay, but guys, doing this live, there's like a couple second delay here on the YouTube video, so just know that. But right now I'm on Aries. Hello to everybody, of course. Thank you. And right now we're just starting. They literally just started, so I'm only on Aries. I'm going in order of all 12 signs as well. And like I said, if you guys want to watch this later, I'm going to have all the signs time stamped and everything like that. But back to Aries here. Nine of Clubs, a very good card of opportunities and more opportunities coming in for you. So I really like to see that. But that's Aries for October. Aries, things look really good. A lot of improvements and opportunities to do things. Get out there, definitely socialize, and keep that momentum going. That is what I would say for you. Is probably very important for Aries this month. But let's move on to Taurus now. Let's see what's going on for Taurus, and let's see what comes up for you this month. I am going to take the time, like I said, to write down these times so that I can timestamp this later, and it will make that a lot easier for everybody. And just so everybody knows, like I said, I'm only doing this month, or I mean, if it works out, maybe I'll keep doing it, but I'm doing it this month because I'm moving. So like I said, I don't have a ton of time this month, and or right now at all. I'm moving in a few days, so gotta get the monthly readings out, and this is the only way I could really get it done quickly and everything like that. But yeah, let's look at Taurus. Taurus, things look really good for you this month. Right off the bat, very stable as well. For those of you who Tauruses out there who have watched me for a while, you'll know that also there's been this kind of like maybe a little bit of a fire sign energy present in your life, somebody that maybe some of you have to take care of, or some of you have to work with, or whatever. So just know that energy continues this month, probably for the whole month of October. It does look like you'll have to maybe almost take the lead in this relationship or something, especially if it is a relationship, I would say. But let's start here. You start off with the Five of Diamonds, Taurus. Really great card. It represents a great time to start new things. I always look at the Five of Diamonds as just a card of starting, really. I mean, that's pretty much all it really represents, is a great chance to start something new. And it could be anything. It could be a relationship, could be a business, or a business that you've always wanted to start, or a job as well. And it also is a card of exchanges. So any of you Taurians out there who are involved in like sales, if you do anything involving sales or exchanging, even if you're trying to sell something like a home, or you're trying to sell a business, or even if you're just trying to sell little things, it's a great card. Also a great card, speaking of moving, it's a very good card for moving. If you are involved in a move, or you're trying to move or something along those lines, this is a very good card for that as well. I mean, it just represents a time where the energy can just kind of flow a little bit better. There is usually usually a little bit of pain before a five of diamonds. This is a birth card, and we can look at that literally as in like something being born or somebody being born even. So, birth is considered a painful process by some, and so there could be a little bit of pain before, but again, this kind of represents something actually being born in your life. So there could be, you could be seeing some things kind of moving forward here this month, I gotta say, with this five of diamonds. Next, you have the King of Clubs. Again, some of you dealing with the fire sign energy. Feels distinctly like a lot of you are dealing with some sort of fire sign in your life. Don't get too attached to the fact that it's a king either. It could be a male or female. I don't attach sex to my cards, but for you, it just distinctly feels like a person in your life. So for some of you, that could be a boss. For some of you, even though it's showing up as a king, it could be a child in your life or somebody you're married to or something if you're married to a fire sign. This has been, like I said, it's been a long-term message for Taurus, something that you've been dealing with for probably, a few months at least. And it just feels like somebody that you need to nurture. I mean, I was picking up on the word nurture for whatever reason. So I don't know if somebody's sick or injured or you're having to nurture somebody back to health. That's kind of what it feels like to me with this card. Somebody in your life. Again, this is for Taurus, everybody that is live right now. So again, it feels like you are having to nurture somebody back to health or something along those lines. I would say this is going to be a positive experience as well. Even if you are having to nurture somebody, again, it feels like something more positive is going to come out of it. So, like I said, that feels like a good thing to me. Next, we have the Nine of Diamonds. Very good card of opportunities. Definitely feeling like October is a good month for everybody, for all signs, just in general, and definitely a lot of opportunities with the Nine of Diamonds. This also represents a time where you can kind of get a lot done. Nines kind of represent almost being at the end of a cycle as well. So a lot of you Tauruses out there could be like coming to the end of the cycle. I always look at it get this image in my head when I'm reading a nine. It's like this circle with that's almost closed at the end. So, again, that might be weird, but, it's still, I think, a good sign for a lot of you Tauruses out there. You could be coming to the end of certain cycles. Again, don't get too caught up on this card and the fact that it is a diamonds card. Normally represents money, but I think a lot of you could be just ending a lot of cycles in general, coming to the ends of a lot of these, cycles and things. Next, you have the Ten of Hearts. Fortune after difficulty. I'm getting also that some of you could be coming off of some sort of disappointment or something like that. Maybe you thought something was going to work out or you were supposed to go do something or something along those lines. And just know that you'll probably kind of be paid back this month, if that makes sense, with this Ten of Hearts. Again, Ten of Hearts, really good card. Like I said, it represents fortune after difficulty and success coming to you after a difficult period of time, more things coming to you. So I really like to see this for you a lot. Also a great card for socializing and being social, going to social events and things like that. So definitely if you're a Taurus out there, make sure to go socialize. And at the end of your reading here, we have the Jack of Diamonds for Taurus. Very good card. This is you showing up here in the reading. So like I say, when you show up as your own sign, it puts you in a position of strength and a position of power, and it kind of allows you to get what you want. So I really like to see that for you as well. I always look at, when somebody comes up as their own sign, I always kind of look at it also as a little bit of a wish card, kind of like a little bit of a wish for you. So I really like to see that as well. So that is Taurus. Thank you, Taurus, of course. Let's move on to Gemini now, and let's see what is going on for Gemini this month, and let's see what comes up. And yes, hello everybody who is live. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of hellos. Hello, thank you everybody. Really appreciate it, and thank you for stopping by live. Like I said, I'm going through all 12 signs. For those of you that are just jumping in here, I'm doing this because I'm about to move in a few days. I got to move across country, so I don't have a lot of time. It's been kind of crazy for me to get all the readings out, so this is the only way I could get the monthlies out. If you guys like this, I might keep doing live video. I might, and if not, then next month we'll go back to just the regular monthly videos that kind of aren't shot live and things like that. But let's see what's going on now for Gemini for the month of October. A lot of you Geminis could be coming off of a breakup. I think this has come up for you in the past as well, Gemini. Yeah, it's definitely come up. Let's see what's going on here for Gemini. Yeah, this has come up for you in the past, Gemini. Seven of Spades. So some of you could be coming off of a breakup or have been going through a breakup or something along those lines. So you could be feeling that type of energy as well. Seven of Spades is like I said, a card of thinking about a past separation or separating away from something. So if it's not a person, it could just be that you separated away from a job or something along those lines. And that could be affecting you as well. I feel like some of you have probably maybe over the summer recently separated away from like a fire sign. So again, this is for you Geminis out there. It could be a fire sign that you separated away from, that you experienced a breakup on. I'm feeling this for like a good percentage of Gemini as well, so it feels like pretty important. But you could be experiencing that, so you could be thinking about that and things like that. I'm actually getting with this 7, I think you're moving past it. So that's a little bit different. Like I said, I feel like you're actually now moving past it and you're opening up to new things. So that's pretty good as well. Next, we have the 5 of Hearts for Gemini for the month of October. This is it's a kind of like an interesting card. It can represent jealousy and workplace jealousy, dealing with people who are jealous of you at work and all these other things. I always tell people to ignore it. This is like good workplace jealousy. It's either like, yeah, you're dating somebody that everybody else wants to date, or you got a raise over everybody else, or something like that. So it's usually jealousy that you just want to ignore anyway. So again, if you're experiencing workplace jealousy, anything along those lines, just ignore it. Just know that it should be ignored and things like that. This is also a good card though, because it can also represent like a new relationship, the birth of a relationship coming in. Again, 5s are all about birth. You have the 9 of Hearts coming up here as well. This 9 of Hearts can loosely represent being swept off your feet, meeting somebody new or something along those lines. So just know that there's definitely that love energy for Gemini out there this month, which is good. I think Gemini maybe has had a little bit of difficulty over the summer as far as love goes, maybe getting attached to somebody or just not having any at all. So that's nice. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs is a good card as well. To me, this is a card of looking into the future, thinking about the future, and planning out the future. So that's one side of it. I also feel like for a lot of you Geminis, this could be a friend coming to you who's very open and honest with you. Queen of Clubs is like a really great friendship card. It's a great card of friends and friends who want to help you out. This card can also, like I said, represent help from friends. So there could be a lot of like help, help from friends coming in for Gemini this month of October. And very honest too. Just be careful, with this card. This could be a lot of just know that if you ask a friend for advice or something like that, they're going to probably be very open and honest with you, just so you know. And so again, if that's going to hurt your feelings, be aware of that. Or again, you could take it the other way and say, I need a friend who's going to tell me the truth about whatever that you need the truth about. And so then you can accept it, but just know again that they're going to be very open and honest with you with that. Next, you have the 9 of Hearts. 9 of Hearts is a good card. It represents, again, wishes. You're like the second sign that's had this month, so I like to see that for you as well. There definitely does seem to be a little bit of wish-type energy going on in October. I feel like October is very much a break for, pretty much all signs. Kind of like a little bit of a break, maybe from a lot of the difficult energies and things like that are going on. So just be aware of that. But this is definitely just a wish card. And again, like I said earlier, it can be a card of being swept off your feet in love and having somebody sweep you off your feet and kind of come in. It can also represent the ending of a relationship, kind of like I was talking at the beginning of the reading. But it's like it's coming to the end of you thinking about a relationship that has already passed. And this card can represent opening up, which is nice for like new love and things like that. So it's a great card. And you end with the 10 of Diamonds. Again, 10s represent fortune after difficulty. So good things coming in after a difficult period of time, of course. 10 of Diamonds also represents prosperity and more prosperity coming to you, better energies. It's also a very lucky card as well. I wouldn't, let's put it this way. I wouldn't gamble with the 10 of Diamonds, but it definitely allows you to do things and maybe take a little bit more kind of like deeper risks and things like that on the things that you're doing. And, it can definitely turn the luck in, kind of in your favor. So I would definitely encourage you to do that as well. So very good card. Like I said, lucky and money. So that's Gemini. Thank you, Gemini. I'm going to switch decks real quick here because I've been using that deck all day. It's getting a little bit sticky. But let's move on now to Cancer. And yes, hello everybody. I am reading your comments, by the way. This is live, of course, but I'm trying to also get these signs done. So hello everybody. Thank you everybody for joining me. I'm just, like I said, reading all these things. Yes, I do talk with my hands a lot. I apologize. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why I do that, but I just do. So yes, hello everybody in the chat again. And let's see what's going on for Cancer now. What is up with Cancer? Let me just take down your time as well. So Cancer reading. Let's see what's going on for Cancer for the month of October 2016. Let's see what's up with you. Very good and stable energy this month. Also thinking about overcoming obstacles. Cancer, for you, right off the bat here, it looks like it could be a month for you to, kind of like a recovery month in a lot of ways. So let's see, Cancer. You start off with the Jack of Diamonds. You have 3 jacks in your reading, Cancer, which is pretty interesting. And just so everybody knows, this is going to be, it is recorded. It will be added to my channel at the end of the recording. I think it takes like a few minutes for the video to, load or whatever. But just so you know, if you missed your sign, this video will be added to the channel, so you don't have to worry about that. But back to Cancer for October. Jack of Diamonds, very good card, can represent working hard and thinking about hard work as well. I think a lot of you Cancers, actually, that's exactly what you could be doing. You could be coming up with a better plan. And I think that's what it really boils down for you, actually. Very simple message for Cancer this month of October, which I think is nice. But I think that a lot of you could just be coming up with plans on how to do things and coming up with better plans. And even just kind of like portioning out your days, so to speak, and getting ready with the things that you're going to do for the day and knowing what you're going to do every day. So it's almost like you're just kind of like planning out your work for every day moving forward, and you're just getting a better use of your time. Jack of Diamonds is also the card that represents, to me, Jack of Diamonds is like one of the only jacks in the deck that truly wants to be the king. So it represents doing all this hard work and, becoming the king. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, you can be a king. So again, it's a very good energy, very stabilizing energy as well. I'm not feeling this as a person this month for you, as in a person coming in. I'm just mostly feeling this as an energy that is coming in for you this month. And yes, I have done Aries, guys, so just know that that will be added to the channel once this video gets uploaded there. But very good card. Next, you have the Four of Diamonds. Definitely a card of patience and being patient with yourself. I'm actually getting for you this month, Cancer, it's just going to be about being patient with yourself, mostly. And not being too hard on yourself. It's a very good card of structure and having more structure in your life and building more structure and also building things that last. So that goes for everything in your life, relationships, business, money, spirituality. And it really looks like that maybe this month of October, you're really kind of like focusing on building things that last forever and not having things that just disappear after a short period of time. It's like you're really trying to build something that lasts, really. I guess that's a way to say it. Again, you have the Four of Clubs here. So, Four of Clubs can represent maybe in the past just doing things for a quick buck or for a quick relationship or whatever. But it looks like you've actually learned from that, and you're doing things now for the long term, not the short term. So I really like that for you. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs. So just know that you could have a friend or somebody who's younger than you come in to you this month, and they could be offering you some sort of advice. It would be advice that you want to listen to. Even if they're younger, sometimes the Jack of Clubs can come in as somebody much younger than us, like a child or like a child of ours, and they might have advice, and we're just like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to that right now. And I am doing Cancer right now, by the way, everybody. So this like I said, this might be advice that you're like, I don't really want to listen to it because it's a younger person. Sometimes we're resistant to that. But this would be advice you'd want to listen to. So again, if you have like a fire sign friend or child or something that's younger than you, they could be coming to you with some advice, and you definitely want to listen to it. It'd be very open and honest. It might even be coming from a spiritual place. So, it might be like being like channeled through somebody younger or something like that. And it would definitely be something you want to listen to. So stay open to that. You do have the Ace of Spades, very good card. It does represent, well, I'll just say this. In traditional readings, sometimes this card is called like existing problems being resolved. So a lot of you could be getting past problems, overcoming issues, and overcoming problems that you've had, just seeing them disappear in a lot of ways. So this is a very good card. And yes, everybody, this will be recorded. And it will be uploaded to the channel within a few minutes after this ends. So yes. Yeah, like I said, very good card of existing problems being resolved. Also kind of has a little bit of that like death card energy from the tarot. So it can represent just, transformations and major transformations happening in your life. Really great card to have for your reading. Next, you have the Four of Clubs. This card I call Mercury Retrograde. It does represent the Mercury Retrograde type energy. When it comes up after retrograde, I always say that this is kind of you taking everything that you learned during that retrograde, putting it all together, and really using all that knowledge and using all that energy, again, from what you learned there. Really like to see this for you as well, because again, it's you like assimilating all that knowledge that you gained during the retrograde, kind of putting it all together and making sense out of it. So I like to see that for you as well. And you end here with the Jack of Hearts, which is you, Cancer. So you're coming up as your own sign, which is really nice. Kind of puts you in a position of strength and a position of power, as I say, and allows you to get what you want from the month. So I really like to see that for you as well. So Cancer looks really, really good. I'm really happy to see all of that for you this month as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for watching. So we're going to move on to Leo next. Just so everybody knows, like I said, I'm going to keep doing little updates here in between the signs. Yes, this is recorded, so this will be going live, so you don't have to worry about that. I haven't done Aquarius yet, no. Like I said, all of this will be, I will have all the timestamps as well on the video once it goes live, probably within a few minutes. So you'll just be able to go right to your sign once that happens, but it will go live. So that's that. But let's see what's going on for Leo. We are on Leo now. I almost just said Cancer. Would have done Cancer twice. But Leo, we are now doing you. So let's see what comes up for Leo. Leo's, you guys have had very specific messages over the past few weeks with me. So I probably would expect the same things to come up for you as well. And yeah, I mean, almost exactly the same. It looks good, actually. Let me just look at this real quick for Leo. Yeah, you start off with the Ten of Clubs. Ten of Clubs is a great card, and it's considered very fortunate, very lucky. Old school readers would read this card as, very good luck coming to you and things like that. Definitely a card of communication and needing to communicate as well. A lot of you could be, just looking at what we've got here, and we'll talk more about this as we go through the cards, Leo. And again, this is your reading for October 2016. A lot of you could be communicating longer distance with somebody and dealing with longer distances as well. So doing all of that. It looks at, this is a very busy card. So a lot of you Leos could be very busy doing a lot of stuff. Even, this is a card that can represent traveling, taking an airplane trip, moving, doing all those things. Very, very busy card. Doing a lot of stuff. You also have the Joker here as well, Leo, which can also just represent being very busy, running around, doing a bunch of stuff, getting a lot done, and thinking about getting a lot done as well. So a lot of you could be very busy. This is a very good card to be very busy under. Also a card of education. It came up during the 2016 readings, I believe, that I did for Leo. I think this came up, that it was like, you need to definitely learn some things and learn some new things and maybe update skills that could really help you out a lot and could kind of improve your life. Like I said, learning is definitely highlighted under this card. Next, you have the Seven of Clubs. Feeling trapped by something. For some reason, looking around here, I do feel like I do feel like some of you Leos, could be feeling trapped by maybe your health or something. It's definitely a message that's coming in. This normally represents a person. However, what I'm getting is something different. And yes, I am still in Leo, by the way, Marilyn. This is for Leo. Leo, again, some of you could be trapped by health. Maybe a small percentage of you feel trapped by a relationship, a person, or a job. But again, some of you feels like health for some reason. So, just be aware of that. This is a good card though, because it represents action, and it does say that you are taking actions to make things happen in your life, to correct issues and things like that. And the next card you have, the very next card you have, is the Four of Spades. Four of Spades, again, is a card of recovery, and it's a card of things recovering in your life and things improving. So it can definitely represent improvements and more improvements in areas of like health and things like that. It's also about comfort and building more comfort. Leos, I think I said this to you maybe in your last weekly readings or the weekly readings before that. I think I said be careful of your back and also be careful of your legs as well, and definitely with your next card. So be careful of those things this week. I actually feel like though you for some of you, you've already had maybe injuries in those areas, and now with this card, it's like you're moving past it, and you're actually recovering in the month of October. This card represents quick recovery too, so it's like really fast, really easy, and definitely don't put anything off. I'm definitely getting the message that if you are putting off going to the doctor or something like that, and again, I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as medical advice or anything like that. There's your disclaimer, definitely don't put it off, and just go to the doctor. I'm getting that it could be something much smaller than you would think it is, so it could just be a lot easier and things like that. Next, you have the Joker, being super busy, doing a bunch of different things. The Joker I call like the jack of all trades, doing a bunch of different things all over the place, being very busy, and needing to be a jack of all trades. The old saying, they say jack of all trades, master of none. That's not true with the Joker. It's jack of all trades, master of many. This guy, it's kind of like, kind of loosely like the Magician in the Tarot. It's like kind of has that energy of mastering all the suits. It's kind of like a card of mastery. And whenever I see this card for a sign, I always say that you're probably going to be busy this month, probably doing a bunch of different things this month of October, and probably needing to do a bunch of different things this month of October. And, but it's a good card because it says, you know what, you'll be able to handle it, you'll be able to do what you need to do, and it's as simple as that. So, like I said, very good card there. Next, you have the Three of Hearts, card of emotional happiness. So I'm really happy to see that for Leo as well. Could be just a good emotional month. Also a card of picking what is new. Again, the message that's come up for Leo for the past few weeks is if you are one of those Leos who is not seeing improvements, if you are not seeing any improvements in your life, then you definitely need to try something different. Again, if you're like bumping your head against the wall trying to get things done, it just says, try something new, try something different, and you'll move forward. Again, all Leos should be seeing at least some improvements in areas of their life where they want to see improvements. And again, if you're not, you just need to pick something new, pick something different, and you should start to move forward very quickly as well. So Leo, the month of October looks great for you. Again, recovery, which I really like to see for you, and definitely seeing recovery, especially health, especially if you've been struggling with your health or anything like that. I think that that will be very good for you as well. So definitely like to see the recovery for Leos. Yes, everybody, this will be recorded. By the way, it is recorded automatically. It'll just be added to the channel. And hello, everybody who is new. Thank you. Yes, hello. But right now we are going to, and I'm moving in order of sign, by the way. So right now we're moving on to Virgo, just so everybody knows that we are on Virgo. So again, if you're after Virgo, we will get to you in just a second, or I should say just a minute, really. But let's move on to Virgo and see what is going on for Virgo for the month of October 2016. Let's see what comes up for you Virgos out there for October 2016. What's going on for Virgo? Yeah, Virgo looks good. You do maybe have some obstacles, but I would say that these obstacles are mostly just work, maybe working too much. but it still looks good. You have the Eight of Hearts coming up first. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pisces. I always do Pisces last, I know. But I'm a Pisces, so, I have to wait too. But Eight of Hearts, Virgo. Very good card. Can represent a gift from the universe. This is not just like a gift that's, just coming in randomly. This is something like you earned, Virgo. Again, I'm on Virgo for October 2016. This is like something you earned, like you worked for this, and you could be seeing a return for a good deed that you did in the past, or again, it could be more literal. It might not be a good deed. You could have like literally put money into some sort of project or something. Maybe it didn't seem like it was going to work out, and this could be a turnaround there, and you could be seeing some sort of turnaround with the energy and things like that in that, with whatever happened. I always look at the Eight of Hearts as a return. Eights are infinity. It's just that like return of energy coming back to you. Sometimes with the Eight of Hearts, or it could take a long time. Like this could be something like a long time ago that you did that's returning to you. So I really like that. It is also another really good love card as well, and it can be a card of getting swept up into a relationship very quickly. It's like I said, it's a very good card, very positive, and it will feel like a gift. It will feel kind of like a gift to you. Sometimes it sounds terrible, but it can be a card that is like that feels like a payoff for going through difficulties or something like that. So, like I said, very important card. Next, you have the Eight of Spades. This isn't a good card. It's not a bad card either. It's just kind of like middle of the road there. It is a card of work and putting in a lot of work and working very hard on something, and but needing to maybe create some balance there, because it can be a card of your health suffering, which comes up all the time for Virgo. So again, watch your health. If you are overworking, make sure you get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, all of those things, because again, you don't want to get sick. You don't want anything to happen there. So make sure, Virgo, that you definitely take care of yourself. If you're overworking and things like that. But it's also a good card for work, because it can represent that you are working hard and that you're working towards the things that you want. Next, you have the Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades, definitely stay out of all gossip at work and things like that. Don't talk behind anybody's back. Not that you would, but just stay out of all of that, because you don't want it to come back and bite you. This is also a card of needing to jump into something. I always say this is a card of like jumping into darkness. It's a card of wanting to do something, needing to do something, but not really knowing what's on the other side of the door, so to speak. So it's like wanting to start something new, or maybe start a new business, or start a new job, or get a promotion, but maybe you don't have all the details. This is a card that I say is like learning as you go. It's like you're learning along the way. You'll figure it out later, or figure it out while you're doing it. So again, if you're hesitant to jump into something like a promotion or even a relationship or something along those lines, I think that this is a card of just needing to jump into things and get started. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs is a good card of friendship. A couple other signs I think have had this month so far. And it's a good card of friendship and honesty, and more honesty coming to you. So very important card for friendship and things like that. Definitely needing to listen to friends and things. I'm also just getting that it could be a manager coming to you. Could be male or female. Don't get caught up in the sex here. It could be either or, and it could be a manager. It looks like a manager coming to you. And what do they want? Probably to... It's like they're telling you to work harder. I'm just getting this weird imagery of this too. So what else do we have here? Yeah, it's like I feel like a manager could be coming to you, Virgos, and it's almost like they're telling you to work harder. For some reason, it's weird because I see you being upset about it at first, but it's not like then you're like, wait a minute, that wasn't a criticism. That was a like they're telling you to work harder because they want to get you promoted or something like that as well, or they're telling you something that comes off as a criticism maybe, but don't take it that way, because they're actually trying to help you improve. So again, if that happens to you, that's what that is. And finally, you have the Two of Diamonds. a promotion, more money, more stable finances, and more money coming in. Again, for you Virgos that are looking for love as well, this could be you meeting somebody through work. It's a very work-focused month for Virgo, so a lot of you could be meeting somebody through work here. Let's see, what else? Yeah, a lot of you could be meeting somebody through work, so that could be nice. And again, if you're not focused on work, this could be more money coming in. If you're one of those Virgos who's retired or anything like that as well, this is a great card for going and meeting up with like a financial advisor or somebody who knows about finances to maybe increase your retirement, or maybe improve your retirement or something along those lines as well. So yeah, I mean, that's a good card there for you Virgo. So that's Virgo. We're going to move on to Libra now. I know I got a bunch of you Libras in here getting ready. So let's do Libra and see what comes up for Libra 2016. Cards jumping all over the place, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. But let's see here, Virgo Libra, we're at 40:30. Okay, just want to make sure to get the timestamps in here for you guys. And yes, everybody, this is recorded. Thank you to everybody who's answering questions for me in there as well. I really appreciate that. It's definitely it's a little bit hard to read and try to answer all these questions at the same time, so thank you everybody who's doing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Sagittarius is not done yet. We are getting pretty close though. We will be there soon. All right, so Libra, what is going on for you October 2016 for this month? Let's see what's going on. That card wants to come out. What's going on there? Yeah. All right, Libra, you could be dealing with a lot of people this month as well. That's definitely something that's coming up. What is that? Okay, yeah. King of Clubs coming up for you first. Great card, I think, for you this month. It's all about work as well, and working really hard, and doing a lot of work. This is a great card for starting things as well. A lot of you could be thinking about starting something new, like business-wise or work-wise, mostly around work. And again, even if you're retired, I always forget. I try to remember to touch on all you retirees out there and everything. But even if you're retired, it's a great card for like planning things out for the future. I always look at the clubs cards as just like having a solid plan for the future and trying to make things happen. Also, definitely a nurturing energy off of this card, wanting to be nurtured this month, wanting more nurturing, and wanting, maybe having that desire to be cared for and things like that. If you are in a relationship, the trick with this card is to make sure to open up and communicate in the relationship and tell the person that you're with that you want more nurturing and things like that. That's the most important thing here, is to open up and allow that in for you. If you're not in a relationship, same thing. It's about communicating with people and opening up to people. It can be very difficult, actually, with this card. Although love, I have to say, for Libra, love looks really good for you this month with these cards. I would say maybe the challenge is for you with love this month would be opening up to somebody and telling them that you're interested in them. That's always the struggle with this card. But the payoff could be, much bigger. So I like that as well. Next, Five of Hearts. Again, could be a birth of a relationship. I'm mostly feeling that for you Libras out there, that this could represent just opening up to a love and needing to do that as well. And more love coming in for you. So, like I said, I like this card a lot for you this month. Not really getting so much of the jealousy stuff. Maybe a very small percentage of you Libras out there are dealing with like maybe some jealousy or something along those lines. I always say that if you are dealing with jealousy under this card, just ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. It's usually good jealousy. It's kind of like people are jealous of you because things are going well for you and things like that. So just ignore that if you're having to deal with that this month as well. Next, you have the King of Hearts. Great card. Can represent definitely more love coming in for you. Can also represent things returning for you as well. In one of the other decks I use here, the King has like two ships coming in behind him. So a lot of the times I say with this card, a lot of you could be seeing some returns on your energy and you could be seeing your ships coming back in, especially if you've put things out in the past. A lot of you could be seeing some things coming back to you as well, which would be very nice and definitely good, and also great for sales and things like that. If any of you are involved in selling things, or even if you're just trying to sell something, then I would say that this could be a pretty good kind of sign for you. I'm also getting that this could be love. Again, it could be male or female. Don't get caught up on the king thing here. But this could be love returning. It could be love returning. That's weird, because I actually didn't want to say that at all, but that returning thing kind of just came out. So a lot of you could see some sort of relationship return or something like that, which would be nice. Next, you have the Three of Diamonds. If you are involved in anything legal, double check all your paperwork. Again, we are on Libra. This is Libra October 2016. If you're involved in anything legal, then definitely double check all your paperwork, because just double check all paperwork. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat here. I'll try to ignore it for just a second, but double check all paperwork, Libras. And even if you're not involved in anything legal, I would say if you're buying anything that involves a contract, like a home or a car or something like that, definitely double check all paperwork and things like that, because I think that will be important for you. And finally, a Libra, you have the Four of Hearts. This is for October 2016. This is a great card and of more love coming in. It is also a card of commitment as well. So you could be seeing more commitments and making more commitments. That could be in love, by the way. You could be making more commitments in love. So again, or you could be receiving some sort of commitment in love as well. So definitely pay attention to that. And you could be making a commitment to things other than that as well. You could be making some sort of commitment to like a job or business or something along those lines as well. So like I said, definitely a month of commitments and things like that for Libra. So that's Libra for October 2016. Looks like a good month for you. Let's move on to Scorpio. This for October 2016. I'm just going to read some of these comments. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. This will be recorded just so everybody knows. Some people are saying that there's a red button showing up. Some people are saying it's not. I have no clue what's going on there. But again, this is going to be recorded. It is recorded anyway, so it will be recorded. All the timestamps are going to be in the video as well. So just know that. A couple of you also, for some reason, your comments are being blacklisted. I'll try to get those approved after. I have no clue. YouTube, I don't have any blacklist settings or anything on my channel, so I don't know why some of your comments are being blacklisted. If you're not seeing your comments, just know that I will go through after the video. I will get those all approved. Like I said, I'm not even seeing anything that should be blacklisted. I don't know why that's happening. I apologize, but we'll get that taken care of. Also, if you're asking why I'm doing this, by the way, like I said, if you're coming in new here, I am moving in just a few days, and I just don't have the time to sit down and edit all the videos and things like that. But I really wanted to get your monthly October readings out to you. So that is why we are doing this live as well. And who knows, maybe it will work out and everybody will like it, and I'll keep doing it. We will see what happens, and I'll have to see what you guys think at the end of the video. But again, let's move on to Scorpio here, and let's see what's going on for Scorpio. And I'm just going to write down the time for this here. But Scorpio for October 2016. Let's see what's going to come up for you this month. Let's see here. Could have love coming up this month as well, Scorpio. So that's nice for you. All right. Let's see. You start off with the King of Hearts, Scorpio. So very good card. This is you, and this is you showing up in your own reading as the King of Hearts. Pretty much the best way you could show up. Again, it doesn't matter if you are male or female. You can show up as a king. This represents more love coming into your life as well. Scorpio, I think that's your number one question, if I'm not mistaken, on my videos for you, like every single week almost, is like, when's love coming in and things like that. This could represent long distance love as well. Scorpio has had this thing going on for a while where there's like something about long distance relationships coming in. Normally you guys will get like a 9 or something like that, which could represent this long distance connection. This card also, again, with the ships, it could also represent long distance connections and things like that, long distance love or something along those lines. So just be aware of that. But it's a good card, very good for love coming in. This is also a great card for you feeling more aggressive towards the things that you want in a good way, and working really hard. That's in business and in life and in your job and all those things, and like really going for things that you truly want this month of October 2016. So that is nice. Next, you have the Jack of Clubs. So again, there definitely seems to be this strong friendship energy this month. A couple other signs have had these clubs type cards coming in. So for everybody, really, these are cards of friendship and more friends being very open and honest with you as well. So that's that's pretty much a good message, I think, for all signs, really, to pay attention to friends this month, and also to pay attention to younger people with the Jack of Clubs in particular. If you have like a younger person coming to you offering you advice, it would definitely be something you'd want to listen to with this card. I kind of already said it on one card, and or on one of the signs, and it's coming up again. So you're going to want to pay attention to, like I said, like younger people and things like that in your life. This is a card of like truth and honesty as well, and people being very open and honest with you, which I think could be good for you. Other than that, this is a card of setting up goals as well. Planning out a goal and then taking all the little like steps to get there. So it's a little bit deeper than just having a goal. It's like having a goal, but then getting started to that goal. So make sure to take those first steps on your goals and things like that. Apparently that card's done. Next, we have the Five of Clubs. This came up for you in one of the other weeks, if I remember correctly. This is a card of having more fun, needing to have more fun. I would say that's true for all water signs. So any of you water signs that are listening, and also probably the earth signs, I think we need to, all of us, earth signs, water signs, need to get out there and socialize more, need to open up more to socializing. I think in the astrology, especially for signs like Pisces and Scorpio, there's been a little bit more of this closed off social energy. It's not a bad thing. I think we've just taken time to, do whatever we need to do and plan our lives out and things. But this is definitely a card of, getting out there and taking part in more hobby-based things, joining classes that interest you and hobbies that interest you and things like that. I would say get involved in some maybe classes, or start a class or something like that you have an interest in. That could be very important for you this month. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. And this is just a card of hobbies and taking part in hobbies, but there's like rewards as well that come up with the Five of Clubs. So I like that for you. Next, you have the Two of Hearts, perfect match as well. Two of Hearts represents a perfect match in love. A lot of you could be finding a perfect match in love this month of October. We'll definitely have to see what comes up for you in the weeklies for October as well. We could get more details there. But definitely love coming in, love opening up for Scorpio. Again, like I said, it's like your Scorpios, that's like your number one question for me, even in personal readings, is like, when is love finally going to open up? So October could be a really great month for you as well with love. If you're already in love, this could just be you really kind of matching up with something that makes you really happy, like a job or a business or something along those lines. So really good card there. And your last card here is the Six of Clubs. This is a card of success and more success coming to you, growth and more growth in certain areas, and definitely education. It is a card of learning things. That doesn't mean necessarily going to school, although some of you could be going to school. This is more along the lines of education involving reading books or watching YouTube videos or things like that, and learning what you need to learn. Also a card to trust your intuition on. Now that I'm saying that, I really feel like I've said that to you before. I think that you've probably had this card before, all about, like I said, education, learning, and also trusting your intuition. So make sure to do that this month as well. But that's that for you, Scorpio. Looks like a great month of October. So let's I hope this is the right deck. let's move on now to, we are going to move on to Sagittarius, of course. And let's see what's going on for Sagittarius for the month of October 2016. Sagittarius. Yes, let's see here. All right, Sagittarius, we are going to get you started here. Sagittarius for October 2016. What is coming up? You come up right off the bat, which is good for you. Dealing with a lot of people, Sagittarius. All people. That's what we got. So that is pretty funny. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Yeah, you have the King of Diamonds coming up first. This is you showing up in the reading. A bunch of signs have shown up as themselves this month. That's good. Like I said, I feel like October, just in general, for everybody, it's just kind of like a little bit more of a break month, a little bit more of a chance to take a break in a lot of ways, and maybe just have things that go a little bit more, your way, really, is what it's all about. So I feel like this is important for you, Sagittarius. And, yeah, looks good. This is a very good money card as well. Very good for money coming in. Very good for earning more money and planning money. I would say the one trick with the King of Diamonds is, let me just see if there's something balanced out. I would say that you're actually pretty balanced this month based off of these other cards. But the trick with the King of Diamonds is that he can be a little bit reactive, I guess, and he can react to things too quickly in a lot of ways. So definitely try to, watch your reactions to things. But again, I think that you're pretty balanced this month, actually, and you really probably don't have to worry too much about it. This could also be a boss coming to you as well. There's definitely a lot of that, like, managerial type boss energy, I guess, around everybody. So, yeah, just know that there could be a boss coming to you, and they could need your help. This is actually a card of help and things like that. And messages. You have 1, 2, 3, 4... court cards in your reading this month for the month of October. Pay attention to all messages that come to you. Pay attention to what everybody tells you. Pay attention while you're, in line waiting for coffee or whatever. You never know what you might hear somebody say that could help you out in like a number of different circumstances. So just stay open to everything and don't be afraid to eavesdrop either this month. Next, you have the Queen of Spades. So again, watch out for the workplace gossip and watch out what you say to people around you and things like that. But other than that, again, Queen of Spades is a card of just jumping into darkness and needing to get things done and needing to just start something and not knowing all the details. I think that's probably, for me at least, the Queen of Spades, the most important thing about the Queen of Spades is knowing that you don't know all of the details, and and just needing to do something without knowing all the details, that can be very scary. But that's what this card is all about, is just jumping into something without knowing all of the little details and getting it started. So a lot of you just maybe need to get started and things like that. I am also getting, this could be a person coming in for a lot of you, love-wise. It could be an air sign possibly coming in for you this month as well, which would be pretty interesting. So that's that. Next, we have the Queen of Spades coming up for you. I'm sorry, the Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades is also a card of, needing to watch the gossip and things like that. There's also a card of being very resourceful. I would say, mostly because it's showing up here with a Queen of Spades and a Jack of Spades. We got the two cards here coming up for Sagittarius. I think that being resourceful this month will be very important for you. And also, sometimes I think when these two cards come up together like this, it's like you might not necessarily, you might not need to be pulling on anything new. You could be pulling on a lot of experience. So I know that's very general and kind of very broad, but a lot of the issues and things like that come up this month could be they could just require just your plain old knowledge, things that you already know could be most important. And so that might be, again, if you face any obstacles or even not, just anything that you're dealing with this month, it's kind of like, just needing to use your knowledge and use what you already know. Next, you have the Joker. You are the second fire sign to have this card this month. I think Leo had it. The Joker is a very good card for being very busy and getting a lot done this month and having a lot to do, juggling a lot of things. It's also a card of entertainment as well. If any of you are involved in entertainment, or maybe you're having a party or hosting some sort of event or something like that, this is a very good card for that. Great card for it is to me it's a card of mastery as well. So a lot of you could be reaching kind of like new levels, like in career and things like that, new levels of mastery. Again, I normally look at the King of Spades as the card of mastery, the card that represents truly being a master at something. But you have this combination here with these two, and you also have the Joker. So a lot of you could be experiencing some sort of mastery, maybe where things just start to click with you this month, and things just start to happen. And you end with the Jack of Diamonds. Really important to pay attention to all messages that you receive this month. Jack of Diamonds is a card of messages, people delivering messages, hearing things, literal messages like text messages and emails, to all the way up to also like, getting insights and things like that, and images in your head, and needing to pay attention to those things as well. So very important for that, I gotta say. As well. What else is coming up? This can be a card of needing more balance as well. I would say if you're working really hard this month, this can be a card of needing to make sure to also have some fun as well. I think that will be very important for you, Sagittarius, this month. So that was Sag for October 2016. Let's move on here to Capricorn and see what is going on for Capricorn. Finally, we made it to Capricorn. For all you Capricorns out there that are waiting so patiently, thank you. But let's see what is up with Capricorn for the month of October. I think, Capricorn has definitely been very tough for you Capricorns out there. Definitely had some challenges and things like that over the past 8 years. So let's see what comes up for Cap. Let's see what's going on with you Capricorn. I definitely don't want to forget to put my time in here. All right, Capricorn, let's see. Yeah, definitely looks good as well. Maybe some minor challenges, mostly mental, I gotta say, but it looks good. You start with the Two of Clubs. This is a card of talking to yourself, really. And really kind of building the fire inside yourself. I want to say, I feel like I said this to you a couple weeks ago or something like that. So it's a card of getting yourself excited, getting yourself motivated in a lot of ways, and really pushing yourself to do whatever it is that you want to do, and to get the things that you want to get. Like I said, I personally have 5 planets in Capricorn, so I totally understand the Capricorn energy, and so it can be difficult. But again, this is a card, this is a card of building that energy inside of yourself and talking to yourself. There's a great amount of success on the other side of this card. You can become very, very successful off of a Two of Clubs. But, there's always something, going on with the Two of Clubs. I always say, J.D. Rockefeller, who was a famous businessman during the Great Depression, he has this card. I think he was born under this card as well. And, there's a bunch of stories about him during the Great Depression, and how he was able to invest money and also not invest money. He made very good decisions during a very scary, difficult time, and that's what this card is all about. And he became the richest man in history. I think I read that he'd be worth $300 billion today. So definitely a card to keep pushing through and things like that. Next, you have Ten of Hearts, fortune after difficulty. So good things happening to you after a very difficult period of time. I like this card a lot. Very good for socializing. Just a great card for improvements. You have the Six of Spades as well, which I'm kind of really happy to see for you, because Six of Spades represents incremental improvements in your life as well. So Capricorn, you could be seeing a lot of improvements in a lot of areas. I think I saw one of the Capricorns in here asking about love and things like that. This is a great love card. Great for love coming in. Great for feeling more love. If you are a Capricorn looking for love, this is a card where you need to go out and socialize. It's kind of a weird one, because it can represent, it's kind of going to larger social events to find love, not necessarily like just like a bar. It's like going to a party or going to a wedding or something along those lines to meet somebody. So again, if any of you Capricorns who are looking for love out there, get invited to any larger events or anything like that, I would say go, because you could meet somebody there. This just represents opportunities. But again, mostly fortune after difficulty and good things happening in October. So I'm happy to see that. Next, you have the Four of Clubs, more balance coming into your life, especially where there's been a lack of balance. This is a card, whenever I pick up this card, I always see this like straight line. And I think it just represents a little bit less of the ups and downs and just maybe a little bit more balance this month and things being a little bit balanced out. This card is great for that, and yeah, great for travel. Patricia just asked about what about going overseas. The 10 of Hearts is an amazing travel card, very good for travel. Any 10 is really great for travel, and any 4 is also great for travel as well. So it's great for things involving travel. Also great for having a balanced trip and things like that. I would say as far as travel goes, with the Four of Clubs, it is a card of needing to double check all your, everything that you're doing. It kind of represents Mercury retrograde, but as long as you double check all the things that you're doing and you make sure everything's lined up, you'll be fine. I wouldn't even worry about it with this card. Next, you have the Six of Spades. Six of Spades is a card that represents fate and very fated events happening for you. So a lot of you could be having a lot of like weird, like fated events. This can be very general. This could be like anything from love to business to whatever projects you're working on and all this other stuff. It could involve your family and all this other stuff, but this just represents fated events. It represents fate and things kind of happening to you. Also, like I said, I used to call this card like the train or the ladder or something like that. I don't know, I came up with my own names for it, but it represents like kind of like those incremental improvements, climbing a ladder. I started calling it the train because it really represents building momentum, and it represents how a train starts off really slow, but then once it gets going, it's really taking off. So like I said, it kind of represents a train as well. A lot of you could be experiencing this momentum. And I'm also getting the message also for Capricorn that it's like if you're having a problem right now picking between several different things, just pick one thing and stick with it. The problem is, from what I'm getting, is that the reason you're not moving forward, it looks like, is because you're not just picking one thing. It's like you're going back and forth between two things. So again, for those of you Capricorns who are maybe having a hard time picking between two people or two businesses or whatever, it's like just pick one thing and stick with it, and then that's where the momentum will come in. So make sure to do that as well. Finally, you have the Seven of Diamonds. Doubts about money. To be quite honest with you, I think that for Capricorn, this card will probably keep coming up for a little bit of time. It's actually not a bad card. I always say you could have like $100 million in the bank, and this card will still come up. It can be a card of worrying about money, but mostly what you're doing is you're pulling on old things, you're pulling on old fears and things like that. Just know that things are like totally different now. This can be a card where maybe like a couple years ago or something, you had a car breakdown, and I always say like there's like weird things that happen with this. Like maybe you just got a check for like $2,000, and then your car breaks down, and it costs exactly $2,000 and you lose all that money. So now it's kind of like with this card, it's like maybe you'll have a breakdown again and you're like, oh great, it's going to cost $2,000, I'm going to lose all my money and all these other things. But really what you find out is that it doesn't cost that much at all. It'll just be something really minor. So don't get too excited if something like that happens, because again, it's always like something much less than what you think it is. So don't get too excited again if something happens there. But that's that for Capricorn. I'd say things look good. Even love looks good for you. Could definitely see a lot of love and things like that coming up. But I like to see that for you Capricorns. Let's move on now to Aquarius. Finally, we're almost at the end here, right? We're almost at getting everybody done. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody who's in chat and everything like that. And like I said, thank you to everybody who's answering the questions. Thank you, I really appreciate it. But let's see what's going on for Aquarius this month. I think Aquarius has been tired. Maybe all you Aquariuses could tell me about that. But I think Aquarius is tired and definitely doesn't want to be tired anymore. So Aquarius, let's take a look at what's going on for you for October 2016. Aquarius, looks like a lot of opportunity, which I really like to see for you there. Very nice. Definitely I would say don't listen to anybody this month. Only trust yourself is what I would say is probably important for Aquarius. Especially for those of you that are closer to the Pisces side of things. Just don't listen to anybody. And again, it's nothing against anybody. I just think that this month for Aquarius, you will actually have all the answers. And other people might hate on your ideas or whatever, just trying to protect you. It actually looks like they're trying to protect you. Somebody could be trying to protect you from something, but they're not right about it. So only listen to yourself this month. You start off with a 9 of clubs. And yeah, thank you to everybody who stuck around for this whole hour here, by the way. Thank you. So, yeah, Aquarius, only listen to yourself. 9 of clubs, card of opportunities. It's also, it's like you in the middle with like all this other stuff around it. That's how you could look at this. But there's nobody else there. So like I said, I'm definitely getting this message and it keeps coming in. So only listen to yourself, please. Because you're the one with all these ideas. You have the ideas, you know what's true and things like that. But this is a great card of achievements and being recognized, but it's also a card of needing to be recognized. I'm getting this month. So I always say sometimes with this card, when it comes up, I get this feeling that it's like one of those things where you need to be like tooting your own horn, right? You need to be out there. You need to be telling your boss what a great job you did and things like that. You need to be telling your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, that the things that you've done for them. Because it's kind of like one of those cards where it says it's okay to do that this month. Maybe in other months it's not okay to brag about yourself or whatever, but this month this card says, hey, you need to get noticed. You need to be doing things to get noticed and things like that. I always tell people when this card comes up, if you're involved on social media or you're on YouTube or whatever, this is a great card to make sure to really do like extra stuff to try to get noticed. So make sure you're doing it. But it's a great card of recognition. A lot of you could be receiving recognition at work, or you could be receiving some sort of promotion even or something like that. So I really like to see this card for Aquarius for sure. Very good card. Next, you have the 5 of Hearts. Again, I got the very distinct impression when I touched this card to not listen to anybody this month, to only listen to yourself. I think that's going to be the most important thing. Other people might have advice, or I just am seeing this thing playing over my head of you like telling a friend or something about an idea you have and them kind of being like, I don't think that's a good idea, but actually it really could be a really good idea. And again, if you listen to them, then you won't do it, which would be a problem, obviously. So again, be very cautious about listening to friends. Be very cautious about listening to what people have to say, and just take it with a grain of salt, because again, you know what you need to do this month, and maybe other people just can't see it like you can. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. So again, I feel like this is that friend coming in. I feel like they're coming in a very nurturing position. They could be male or female. That's why they're showing up as the Queen of Clubs. But I feel like they're coming in and nurturing. They are coming in with advice that could be very caring. But again, it would just be advice that you probably just don't need or shouldn't listen to this month, because you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. But other than that, again, this could be a boss or a mentor coming to you with advice, like I said. Next, you have the 4 of Spades. This has come up several times this month. Card of recovery and things recovering, especially if you've had any health issues. This card can represent quick recovery, a very fast recovery and things like that. But I think for Aquarius this month, mostly this card is talking about building more comfort in your life and trying to be more comfortable and figuring out ways to be more comfortable and to experience more comfort in your life, which can be very difficult. So it's a good card. Like I said, it's about you making your life more comfortable. And if that means that might mean for some of you getting a second job so you don't have to worry about bills, then that's what you'll do. And actually, even though you'll be getting a new job or whatever, a second job, and you'd think that could add a lot of stress, I am getting that this could actually be, it will actually reduce stress. So definitely be something that you'd want to do a lot of. So I like to see that for you as well. And finally, Aquarius, you have the 6 of Spades. Six of Spades, again, we talked about this, I think the last side had this, if I'm not mistaken. It's a card of incremental improvements and a card of things improving in your life, and seeing a lot of improvements. Also a card of fate and fated things happening. So a lot of you could be experiencing some fated events and things like that. Let's see. Also very intuitive. I'm getting that there could be a lot of spiritual stuff coming in for you this month as well. So you could be maybe taking part in more spiritual practices and things that could be very beneficial to you. Things like meditation. You have this 5. Sometimes when I see a 5 of hearts, or any 5 really, I think that sometimes they do represent needing to be more, needing to take more time for yourself, maybe needing to go for walks or meditate, or whatever it is that you do to meditate. Just needing to separate away is sometimes what I think they're all about. I'm just looking at what we got here too, and yeah, I think that would be important for you as well, is needing to separate away from the world could actually be good for you. Taking part in things also like hobbies and things like that allow that would be good for you this month, Aquarius. Definitely, but definitely like walking, meditation comes up here as well. But it looks like a good month. Definitely a lot of good things happening. Trust yourself. I would say that's the main message for Aquarius for the month of October. Really believe in yourself, believe in your own ideas and things like that, and don't worry about what other people have to say about those things, for sure. So thank you, Aquarius. I don't know if the video is not showing up or whatever. Some people might be having a problem, but again, everybody, this will be recorded, so and it will be on the channel, so you really don't have to worry about it or not. And all the times will be on the video as well. But thank you again. Thank you everybody who stuck through this. It looks like a lot of you have really stuck in here and kind of watched the whole thing, so I really appreciate that as well. But let's move on here to our last sign, of course, Pisces. Let's see what is going on for Pisces. Finally, I know a lot of you, like I said, I've been waiting. A lot of you Pisces are now commenting too, that you've been waiting this whole entire time. So yes, thank you. I appreciate it. But let's see what is going on for Pisces. I definitely want to get a good shuffle here. I've mostly been using this deck. And if you guys have been wondering, by the way, what decks I have been using, I use, this is one of my favorite decks, Royal Mischief. It's by, this is by Deviant Moon. That is what I was trying to say. Deviant Moon, you can get there. I think it's deviantmoon.com. If you just Google Deviant Moon, you can get this deck there. The same artist, he also does the Deviant Moon Tarot, which is my my favorite, pretty much my favorite deck, I think, out of all the tarot decks. And I've also been using Leonardo. This is another deck that I have been using, which I've been mostly using. I don't know, I'm feeling this deck today, Leonardo, so that's why I like that as well. But those are the two decks that I'm pretty much using right now. But Pisces, let's get your timestamp in here as well. And let's get started with Pisces. Let's see what's going on for Pisces for the month of October 2016. Yeah, looks good as well. Everybody's had, like I said, it feels like a break month for a lot of people, getting breaks and things like that. Pisces, you start off with the 5 of Spades. Pisces probably needing to take more risks and do maybe a little bit more risky things. I'm getting, like, a lot of you Pisces might be doing something risky already. It's funny because, like I said, I'm moving all the way across country this month. Not to just talk about myself here, but I'll be moving in October. I'm leaving in a couple days, but I'm traveling, so it's going to take all that time. So a lot of you could be moving and taking these risks and things like that, and getting rid of safety nets and all of this other stuff. So it's definitely time for Pisces to take more risk and to do more things. This is a good card. Like I said, it rewards risk. It rewards you putting yourself out there and trying to do things. And, again, spades to me are kind of very general. I mean, they do say that taking risks in all areas is very important for you, Pisces. So, whatever you want, take a risk and kind of make it happen. And that will be very important for you as well. I think Pisces has been taking a lot of risks. I mean, just in general, but maybe but they haven't worked out. That's the problem. So don't be afraid to try something new and take a risk. Next, you have the Five of Hearts. Could be seeing love this month as well. Very interesting. Love looks like it's just opening up for Pisces like that all of a sudden. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, very interesting. But definitely could have love opening up this month. It would be through risk, though. It would be through, through a risk. Again, you'd have to go, like, approach somebody or do something you've never done before. Fives, like I've said before in the past, are great for taking classes, going to, whatever, yoga, Zumba, whatever it is that you do. Great card for that, for, taking any type of class or things, or even taking a cooking class or whatever. Something that interests you, that would be a great place for Pisces to meet somebody. Also could meet somebody through a move or a long distance. Again, I mean, this came up for Scorpio, so I'm not surprised that it's coming up for Pisces either. There could be something more long distance, or again, meeting somebody through a move or something like that could come up for love as well. Next, Pisces has the Ace of Spades, overcoming obstacles. Again, Ace of Spades can represent existing problems being resolved. So a lot of you could be seeing a lot of you Pisces could be seeing a lot of problems and things like that being fixed. So I really like that for Pisces, and that's very good for you. And yeah, very, very good. And also overcoming obstacles. Like I said, coming up with new solutions. Pisces, Pisces can be the innovators and coming up with things. Everybody, Aquarius is definitely the innovators and the inventors, but Pisces can come up with a lot of new ideas as well. I think of people like Steve Jobs, is considered to be a great innovator. And, so this is definitely a card of like trying something different, trying something new. And it's always risky. I mean, speaking of Steve Jobs, he started Apple, which was a risk at the time. Personal computers, everybody thought that was a dumb idea, right? But he did it. So, and then he lost his company, came back, and he did it again. So, definitely a card of coming up with new solutions to things. But it's a very good card, and it's a great card for transformation and things transforming in Pisces' life as well. Next, Pisces, you have the Four of Diamonds. Again, card of moving and thinking about moving. And planning a move. So that comes up here. Also, just a great card if you're not moving. It's a great card for more money coming into the home and things like that. And this could be somebody you live with. If you live with somebody, they could be earning more money. Or again, if you live with somebody, maybe you're selling something like a car or something like that. This is always like money coming into the home that benefits you. So I really like to see that. It is a card of patience as well, although I'm not getting the patience message for Pisces really, so I really don't think that that there needs to be necessarily patience for Pisces this month. Maybe just if you are working on a project or something, definitely take your time and maybe double check things, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much. I think Pisces, a lot of you also I'm getting could have like been having a bunch of ideas that you've been testing out in different areas, like some of you business, some of you work, some of you if you're retired, like investment and all this other stuff, and maybe you've been testing out a lot of these ideas that you've had, and they maybe just haven't been working out, but I'm getting that it's like I'm seeing like puzzle pieces coming together, so maybe things are definitely going to come together for Pisces here over this month, and definitely you could have a clearer picture of what you need to do moving forward for Pisces. I'm getting that November is also going to be good for that as well, so definitely pay attention there. That will be important. Next, Pisces, you have the Ace of Hearts. Great card for love and a great card for the home as well. It can be a card of moving, but it is a card of love opening up and things like that. So I think that's going to be important for you. Great card for emotions as well. I just pictured the Ace of Cups in my head. I don't attach tarot readings to my tarot meanings to the playing cards, but if something like that happens where it pops into my head, I will. So a lot of you could be experiencing your emotions overflowing, being very happy, and really feeling, just feeling like you're kind of more where you're supposed to be is the message I'm getting, if that makes sense. So I just feel like a lot of you could be just feeling more like, I guess that's the only way to say it. You're just feeling more like you're in the right place. You're in the right spot, especially if you're moving, I guess. There you go. But just feeling more also kind of like gathering your passions. I really don't know what that means, but again, it's a message I'm getting. Gathering your passions, I mean, that's kind of like a weird one too, but you know, definitely maybe it's your focus and your passion or something that could be coming up. So very good card there. And finally, you have again the Three of Hearts, kind of very similar. A card of emotional happiness and a card of being very happy and having things go your way. So I really like to see that for you as well. So that's that, Pisces. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's been here this whole entire time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this live reading as well. Definitely also check out astrojar.com. Maybe I'll talk about that for a quick second. I built a site to help. You know, it's really hard to find people, to find new people and things like that on YouTube now, new readers. There are a lot of new great ones and, you know, even old great ones and things like that. So we're trying to create a place where there's like a lot less clutter, where you can easily find like new readers and things like that that are very enjoyable. So definitely check out astrojar.com. There is a link in the description below. There will also be a link somewhere down here. So thank you everybody for joining me. I am in desperate need of water at the moment, so I am going to stop this recording. Like I said, this has been fun as well, so maybe I'll do definitely more live reading type things as well after I move, which is going to be in a few weeks. Like I said, I can't do it right now, but definitely something I want to get into. So thank you everybody who's been here. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your month of October.